Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, and in today's video I'm going to be giving my review for a new vampire horror film called Slayers. It's more of a vampire horror comedy. This stars Thomas Jane, Abigail Breslin, Malin Ackerman, and a actress I've not heard of, Kara Hayward. I feel like I've heard of her and seen her, but at the same time not. She did look somewhat familiar though, but this is basically a story about Thomas Jane's character, who is a vampire hunter. His daughter, an event happens to his daughter, which triggers him to become a vampire hunter. You could probably guess what that event is. And he helps this group that's being asked to come to this mansion of vampires, basically. Malin Ackerman plays sort of the queen vampire in this. I'm not sure. Can't remember what the husband. I can't remember the actor that played his name or that played him was, but they invite them to their house. They're wanting to have them like sign this big thing, like deal and stuff, and it's just all a trick basically. And Abigail Breslin and Kara Hayward are part of this group that's being brought there. And honestly, I don't remember like much of the characters' names, unfortunately, and it's not really that needed. I didn't take the time. I could have took the time to look them up like I did the rest, but I didn't because this movie is just bad. It is complete pure garbage. I didn't like a single thing about it. Even as like a so bad it's good watch, it just didn't have that either. The way they edited and the route they chose to go was just so stupid and took me completely out of the movie. There was little gore in it for a vampire film, and the whole they do try to do this whole like first time I've ever heard of this happening where a vampire can like transfer its blood into another human or into a human and take over that human's body. That was definitely different, but I just didn't care. This movie was so stupid. The acting wasn't great. It sucks to see actors like Thomas Jane and Malin Ackerman and Abigail Breslin to be doing this kind of stuff. But it was what it was. Like I said, it's nothing you need to see. Nothing I would ever watch again. Just nothing redeemable whatsoever. I mean, I could say maybe some of the acting was okay, but really it wasn't. The characters were just, a lot of them were just there. And some were unlikable. Thomas Jane's character narrates a good quarter to half the movie before he actually jumps in and does something. There's a scene toward the end where Hayward's character gets bit by this other vampire that's kind of like the assistant to Malin Ackerman's character, and she ends up getting bit, and she's like, is this bad? And Thomas Jane's character just says, no, you're good. I'm like, you just got bit by a vampire. Like, how is she good? How is her getting bit by that vampire different from you getting bit at the end by the king vampire, because he gets bit by the king vampire, and uh, he ends up having to like blow himself up because he's been bitten. And I'm like, what's the difference? Like, I don't understand that. Um, the look of the vampires was bad. They had this weird. Basically, their eyes would change just a little bit. I know the one girl, her eyes would just change red, and then they would have fangs. Their skin would change a little bit, mostly just like, I think it was like veiny or something when they would change. You can see their veins or something like that. It didn't make no sense to me. And then their fingers, they would have like one long fingernail. And I was like, what? And so, I don't know. To me, it was so stupid. It's nothing you need to watch. Nothing you could pass on this. Completely just all day pass on this. But I gave it a half a star out of 5. Um, it just, like I said, there wasn't nothing for me redeemable for this film. So that's everything for my review for Slayers. So please come like, subscribe, hit the bell, be notified for our videos, and we will see you all in the next one.